Did you know that even a small loss of balance after the age of 60 can completely change your life? One stumble in the bathroom, one misstep on the stairs, and suddenly you are facing broken bones, hospital stays, or even the loss of independence. After the age of 65, more than 1 in 10 older adults begin to experience balance problems. And the older we get, the more quickly that number rises. Falling at this stage is not just about a bruise. It often leads to serious complications and, in some cases, life-threatening outcomes. But here is the good news. Balance can be trained. With just a sturdy chair and a little space in your home, you can rebuild strength, sharpen your reflexes, and regain the confidence to move freely again. In today's video, I will guide you through 5 simple exercises recommended by physical therapists. These moves are designed to improve your balance, strengthen your legs, and protect your independence as you age. Before we begin, make sure you are standing in a safe space with support nearby, a chair, a wall, or a counter. And if you have any medical concerns, check with your doctor first. Now, if you are ready, type in the comments, "I'm ready to take back my balance." Let us begin. Exercise 1. Tandem balance. Steady in a narrow space. For many older adults, simple daily activities already test their balance. Maybe you are brushing your teeth and notice you sway slightly. Or you walk through a narrow hallway at night and feel your body wobble just a little. Even stepping onto a bus or past a small rug at home can feel less secure than it used to. These are early warning signs that your balance is changing, and they are exactly the situations where today's first exercise can help. It is called the tandem balance. Stand tall with your shoulders relaxed and your chest lifted. Now, place one foot directly in front of the other, so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot, just like standing on a tightrope. At first, you may feel your body sway a little. That is completely normal. Your ankles, hips, and core are waking up, working together to keep you upright. Keep your gaze forward, not down at your feet, and breathe slowly. Hold this stance for 5 to 10 seconds. Then, step your feet apart and return to the starting position. Switch sides by bringing the other foot in front and repeat. Aim for 6 to 8 rounds, alternating each time. If you feel unsteady, lightly touch a chair or a countertop for support, but only use it if you need to. The goal is to challenge your balance without losing safety. And here is a tip. If you feel too busy to set aside time for exercise, you can practice this while brushing your teeth, waiting for your morning coffee to brew, or even standing in line at the grocery store. These small moments add up, and before you know it, your balance will feel steadier in everyday life. With practice, you will notice that walking in narrow spaces, stepping into a bus, or moving through a crowded hallway feels easier and safer. This exercise quietly trains the reflexes that protect you from falls. Now that you have warmed up your balance system, let us move on to the next exercise, one that strengthens your legs and teaches you how to control weight shifts. Exercise 2. Kickstand Romanian deadlift, teaching your body to shift weight safely. For many older adults, bending forward is a common source of imbalance. Maybe you lean down to pick something up from the floor, or you reach for a shoe, and suddenly your weight feels like it is pulling you too far forward. These small moments can quickly lead to a stumble if your body is not trained to handle the shift. That is where the Kickstand Romanian deadlift comes in. This move strengthens your glutes and hamstrings, the powerful muscles at the back of your legs, while also teaching your body how to hinge forward safely without losing balance. Here is how to do it. Stand tall with your feet in a staggered stance, your front foot flat on the floor carrying most of your weight, and your back foot resting lightly on your toes as a kickstand. Let your arms relax by your sides. From here, slowly hinge forward at your hips, lowering your chest and hands toward the floor. Keep your back long and your shoulders relaxed. Imagine your spine as a straight plank. You may feel a stretch in the back of your front leg, which is a good sign your muscles are working. Now, squeeze your glutes and push through your front foot to lift your chest back up to standing. Repeat this 8 to 10 times on one side, then switch legs. Everyday application. This is exactly the movement you use when picking up a dropped pen, leaning over the sink, or reaching down to tie your shoes. By practicing it with control, you train your legs and core to support you in those real-life moments, reducing your chance of losing balance. And here is a tip. You can turn this into practice during ordinary moments. Each time you lean to load the dishwasher, rinse something in the sink, or pick up a light item, pause and use the kickstand stance. By moving slowly and with control, you transform chores into balance training without needing extra time. Now that your muscles have learned how to bend and return with control, let us move on to the next exercise, one that tests your ability to stay steady on a single leg. Exercise 3, single leg balance, training stillness and reflexes. Standing on one leg may look simple, but it is one of the most effective ways to train your balance. It strengthens your ankles, hips, and core while sharpening the reflexes that protect you from a fall when you trip or stumble. Stand tall next to a sturdy chair or countertop. Hover one hand above it for safety, but try not to grab unless you really need to. Shift your weight gently onto one leg, keeping your spine tall and your core slightly engaged. Now, lift your opposite foot just a few inches off the floor. You do not need to raise it high, even keeping it close to your ankle is enough. Extend your arms out to the sides to help steady yourself. Hold this position for 10 seconds, breathing slowly. As you improve, aim for 20 or even 30 seconds. Then lower your foot, switch sides, and repeat. And here is a tip. This exercise is perfect to sneak into your day. Try balancing on one leg while you brush your teeth or as you wait for water to boil. Even holding steady for a few breaths during these moments helps your body practice calm control, turning ordinary routines into quiet training sessions. With time, you will notice that standing on one leg feels steadier and more natural. That stability will carry over into everyday activities, from stepping onto a curb to moving across uneven ground. Now that you have practiced stillness, let us add gentle motion. The next exercise will strengthen your core and hips while keeping your balance in check. Exercise 4, standing side leg raise, strengthening core and hips for better balance. As we get older, weakness in the hips and core is one of the silent reasons why balance becomes harder. You may notice it when you step sideways to avoid someone in the hallway, or when you shift your weight to get out of the car. If those muscles are not strong, the simple act of moving sideways can feel shaky. That is where the standing side leg raise comes in. It directly targets your hip and core muscles, the stabilizers that keep you steady when life nudges you off center. Stand tall next to a sturdy chair, countertop, or table. Place one hand lightly on it for support, keeping your chest lifted and your spine tall. Shift your weight onto your inside leg so it feels steady. Now slowly lift your outside leg out to the side. Keep your knees straight, your toes pointing forward and your upper body upright. Lift only as high as feels comfortable. Just a few inches is enough to activate your muscles. Pause briefly, then lower your leg back down with control. Repeat this movement 8 to 10 times on one side, then switch to the other leg. Focus on smooth, deliberate motion rather than height. And here is a tip. You can practice this while waiting for the kettle to boil, standing at the counter while preparing food, or even when brushing your hair in front of the mirror. These small moments turn into powerful training for your hips and core, giving you strength where you need it most. With time, this exercise will make it easier to step sideways with confidence. Whether avoiding a slippery patch, moving through a crowded room, or simply keeping your balance while shifting your weight. Now that your hips are engaged and stronger, let us move on to the next exercise, one that builds rhythm and coordination as you move from leg to leg. Exercise 5, Standing March. Rhythm, coordination, and core control. As we get older, walking itself can begin to feel less certain. Maybe you notice your steps are shorter, or you hesitate when crossing the street. Sometimes, even lifting your knees to climb a stair feels heavier than it used to. These are early signs that your hips and core are not coordinating as smoothly as before, and that can quietly chip away at your confidence. The standing march is a gentle but powerful way to retrain this connection. By practicing the rhythm of shifting weight from one leg to the other, you teach your body how to move steadily, step by step, without wobbling. Stand tall with your chest lifted and your shoulders relaxed. Place one hand lightly on a sturdy chair or countertop if you need support. Engage your core gently, as if zipping up from your belly button. Now slowly lift one knee upward toward your chest, only as high as feels comfortable. Pause for a breath, then lower your foot back down with control. Shift your weight smoothly and lift the other knee in the same way. Continue alternating in a steady rhythm, as if marching in place. Aim for 10 to 12 marches per leg. Keep your steps quiet and controlled, no stomping. Your focus is on balance and rhythm, not speed. And here is a tip. You can turn this into practice whenever you are waiting, maybe standing at the counter while the kettle boils, or beside your bed before you lie down at night. Even a minute of mindful marching in place helps your body rediscover its natural walking rhythm. With practice, this simple exercise will make walking feel smoother and safer. You will find it easier to cross a busy street, step onto a curb, or move through your home without hesitation. And just like that, you have completed today's routine. 5 simple exercises, but each one has woken up different parts of your body: your legs, your hips, your core, and even your reflexes. Together, they form a foundation that helps you feel steadier on your feet, more confident when walking, and safer in your everyday life. Remember, the secret is not doing these moves once. It is about coming back to them a few times each week, or even daily if they feel good for your body. Consistency builds strength. Consistency builds balance. And consistency is what protects your independence. Even small improvements matter. One less stumble, one more confident step, one extra moment of freedom to do the things you love. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend or family member who could benefit. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a session. Until next time, take care of yourself, move gently, and keep going forward, one steady step at a time.